Oh, did someone say that they wanted me to react to progressive metal again? Is this channel about progressive metal? Should I rename the channel actually to progressive metal? Progressive metal.
Your heart is as cold as ice. How about some good?
Hey yo YouTube, what's going on? Juniio here, back again with another viewer request reaction video. This one comes courtesy of a dude named Scott Clark, who's been leaving hella comments in my comment section, so good job. All to do with the band Opeth, which is a band that I have not reacted to yet on this channel, so that's exciting. The song I've chosen today is Will o' the Wisp. The simple reason of that, it had the most interesting name, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. Thank you, Scott Clark, for your suggestion, and everybody of course follow suit. Leave your suggestions down below in the comments. All I know about Opeth is they're a progressive metal band from Sweden, so that's exciting. Could be good, but we're not gonna know unless you listen to the darn song, will we? Haha. Okay. This is nice. So you just gotta wait for that drop, as it were, to like kick the drums and the electric guitar in. When you're tired of hating me, you no longer want to hide. You're stuck to the failures of your life, or with the sorrows of your strife. When time waits for no one, it heals when you die. When soon you are forgotten, whisper within the sight. Okay. Look, it's a very pretty, glittery song right now. I mean, not much of the metal that I was expecting, but quite pretty nonetheless. I like the guitar, I don't know, almost like fairy-like in quality, which makes sense because the song is called Will o' the Wisp, which is, I guess, kind of like a fairy, right? It's like that little, it's a little light that leads swamp travelers off of the path and into their doom, to their death. Let's jump into the lyrics. When you're tired of waiting and time's not on your side, when you're tired of hating me and you no longer want to hide, you're stuck to the failures of your life, marred with the sorrows of your strife, and time awaits for no one, it heals them when you die, and soon you are forgotten and whisper within their sigh. That's kind of depressing. The chorus is a little depressing, hey? I think it might just be, you know, whoever's point of view it is lamenting the fact that there's this person or people that seem to loathe him. You're stuck into the failures of your life, marred with the sorrows of your strife. So it's almost like these people who they're like haters from a distance, but the source of their discontent isn't actually the narrator. It's the failures of their own life, their personal sorrows and struggles and whatever's going on. They just kind of lash out and use the narrator as like the outlet of their frustrations, the conduit of their anger, as you will. But then the chorus, and time awaits for no one, it heals them when you die, and soon you are forgotten, a whisper within a sigh. Even though like this situation's not great for me, it doesn't matter. It's a very nihilistic kind of look because time, it waits for no one. It's saying like, you know, in the big grand scheme of things, the big picture, nothing, you know, really matters. It heals them when you die. It's like, that's like saying like time heals all wounds, and any personal injury you've suffered will be healed once you're dead. Because all suffering will end when you end, you know, at least on this physical plane or whatever, the material plane of the forgotten realms. And soon you're forgotten, a whisper within a sigh. Like, you know, are people gonna remember you 10 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, a billion years from now when the sun's exploding and the universe is collapsing back upon itself? I mean, I don't know if that my timeline's probably a little inaccurate. I'm just saying, guys. Anyways, that's enough rambling on. When this trouble had made you, but you have been wrong all along. When the words you have written down
Okay, guys, you caught me off guard here. My whole intro bit has been rendered irrelevant because it doesn't seem like this song is going to turn metal at any point. You bamboozled me. Not to say that I don't like the song. It sounds great, but the metal's not there, as well as like the prog nature isn't there. Because it seems like the structure is laid out in a very, standard way. It seems like the time signature is in 4/4, which for my benefit is great. Like I've heard Opeth before, and I know that this isn't their typical sound. I appreciate it when metal bands can pull off a sound like this, because I'm getting almost like a folky, like a medieval fantasy-inspired ballad, which is cool. I'm into that. It's fun. Let's see what's going on in the lyrics here, huh? Let's see what's happening. When there's trouble admitting that you've been wrong all along. When the words you've written down reads, everything is gone. You're stuck with the failures of your life, more the sorrows of your strife. Yeah, it's kind of, it seems like, for me, what it seems like the song is doing right now is talking about how people struggle with all these different things and they, lose hope and get caught on all these mistakes they may have made. Despite the fact that the song kind of sounds hopeful, just in an aesthetic, the lyrics are kind of saying, yeah, you've messed up all these things and you're feeling awful, but guess what? It doesn't matter because you're just going to die. Which I guess to some people would be hopeful. It's a very nihilistic point of view, which I said earlier as well.
And I love nihilism.
When you smother your friendships and take much more than you need, when you can't keep a secret to yourself and points to the source of the deed, you're stuck to the failures of your life. On the sorrows of your strife. And you can never find a satisfaction when you can't outgrow your faulty
You're finally introducing a little bit of electric guitar there. Okay. Before we hop into that little, you see they're introducing some electric guitar there, some drums and stuff. Maybe it's gonna turn into a full-on black metal song now. Who knows? That'd be pretty prog. Or no, that'd just be typical black metal. Third verse, when you smother your friendships and take much more than you need. When you can't keep a secret to yourself and points to the source of the deed. Again, it's just, these verses are just outlining like things you shouldn't do, or things that you could look back on and be like, I messed up. You shouldn't take your friends for granted. You shouldn't manipulate your friends or use them to, gain anything for your own purposes. When you can't keep a secret to yourself, when you can't be honest, you can't be discreet. That's not good. And then this little outro section here. And you can never find your satisfaction when you can't outgrow your false distractions. You know your soul's weight on the silver scale of deceit and lies. That's kind of got a mythical quality to it. Some afterlife tales have the judgment of your soul being weighed on the scale against, I don't know, something, a feather, maybe? Am I getting my mythologies mixed up? Is there a mythology where your soul gets weighed against like a feather of truth? Which is interesting because up until this point, this entire song has been kind of leaning towards a nihilistic point of view where you die, that's the end of it, time goes on, and nothing matters. But now it's kind of given a whole new twist to the song where it's like you die and now you have to answer for whatever you do. And while you're kind of dealing with that, the rest of the world does go on and will forget about you. So if you do a bunch of terrible things just to benefit yourself, then in the big picture, the only person that affects is you when you die and have to be judged by whichever deity weighs your soul against the feather. But the rest of the world, the rest of the universe will just go on, and eventually they'll forget about whatever horrible things you did to them, because it doesn't matter, and you don't matter. The only person that you matter to is yourself. And these are not my personal views. This is just what I'm thinking off the top of my head when I listen to the lyrics. Okay. Anyways, let's get into the last little chunk of the song here. Why not? Okay, it looks like it's gonna fade out here. Just a nice slow fade. The electric guitar is like nice and subtle. Just added that extra little bit of sparkle and flair over top of the mostly acoustic based song. Look, maybe some of you guys are disappointed that that wasn't metal at all, but for me, that was really nice. It was really pretty. And I'm really tired, and I didn't want to have to like deal with a barrage of crazy time signatures and sound right now. So this was a great suggestion. Thank you so much, Scott Clark. You know, despite the fact I'm sure people will say, hey, this isn't Opeth's best song or typical sound. I know. At some point I'll do another Opeth reaction video. So leave your favorite Opeth songs down below, and maybe I'll choose one for at some point. Depending on how well this video does, you know? We'll see. If this video gets 6 million subscribers in the next 2 minutes of you watching this video, I'll do an Opeth song in 2 weeks maybe. How about that, you know? I choose these songs randomly. I choose them depending on my mood. Who knows when I'll do Opeth next. That'll be it for the day's videos, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Make sure to leave your suggestions down below, and I'll see you in the next video, you know? Why not?